this is Lisa from Live and Let Stamp, and today I'm going to be making this super cute easel card, showing you how to do this and how to make them. Really, you can use different size cards. You just follow a simple little formula, and I'll be showing you that. I'm using Sunshine and Tulips. I think if you're watching this live, I know a lot of you are going through some terrible weather out there up north while we are running our air conditioner here in Florida. But I think Sunshine and Tulips is a beautiful thing to feature right now. We all need a little sunshine and tulips. So, let me get my, okay, there we go. So this is part of this week's card class. So you can get the materials to make these 4 cards. So you see here, I did the background all in the same color, tulips. Here, I put different backgrounds, so they would be different colors. This one, I used the dies that cut out the little like accent pieces, and I glued those on. And then this one, I just used the stamps. And so you can see this is a very versatile set. You can do so many different styles and techniques with these. So with the card class, you will get all the cardstock, and you'll get the papers embossed, you'll get the circles cut for you, you'll get all the DSP that you need, and I'll even throw in the embellishments as while supplies last. If I have them, I will send them to you. So let's go ahead and make an easel card. So this one I was inspired by this Floral Charm DSP. It was just, you know, such pretty colors. I mean, I could have gone on and made cards all day with all these colors. Berry Burst is the one I decided to go with. And then I used my color wheel, and I saw right across from the Berry Burst is Granny Apple Green. So those are the colors that I decided to use. So to do this easel card, you're going to need to cut your paper vertically. So we'll just take a regular 8.5 by 11, and we're gonna cut that at 4 1/4, the long way. We're gonna go ahead and score that halfway at 5 1/2. And then we're gonna score it again halfway. So half of 5 1/2 is 2 3/4. So we're going to put a score there as well. And that's what's going to make this easel card fold. So we'll take our bone folder and get some nice creases there. So you see it's like it does this. So this one folds in. Like so. So then it'll go like that. Okay? So we'll go ahead and put that aside. And then the Sunshine and Tulips dies comes with this large die that cuts out all of those tulips at once. So I wanted to show you how it came right off the cutter when I did it. You just run it through like a regular die, and then you pop out all of these negatives, which you can use these to fill in, like if you wanted to do a different color, like cut these out in pink and then fill in with little pink flowers or all different color flowers. Like I said, super versatile. And then let's go ahead and get out that panel. So there is our Granny Apple Green panel that comes out of that die. So I need something to put behind it. So I'm using the Floral Charm DSP, And I'm using this one, which just has this like shading on it. I thought that would look really pretty. So we need that to be like 3 5/8 by 5. 3 5/8. Let me get this out of the way. Three and 5/8 by 5. So that, of course, is going to flip upside down. It has this really pretty pattern on the back as well, which will actually show on the back of the panel. Now, if you don't want the back to show, then you would just mount this on like a white piece of cardstock. Okay, so that's going to go there. Now, for this one, I decided to pull out the leaves to give it a little dimension to the card with the leaves coming out. So if you're going to do that, you want to do that before you glue it down. So you can just go ahead and kind of get those headed that direction. Have them stick out a bit. Like so. Okay, and then we'll do those again after we put the glue on. So we're going to use some liquid glue, and I'm just going to put little bits around. Don't want to go all the way to the edge because the paper is only going to come to the dots on the side. You know, you want it to hold and not pop up, so just putting a little all around. You can put the glue on the leaves. Well, no, you don't want to put them on the leaves, sorry, because we're pulling them up. Okay, put some in here. Okay, that looks good. Remember, upside down. So we want the other side to show. And there it is. Okay. Push those down. Okay. Now, we're going to glue that onto our card base, and we're just going to glue the bottom of it so the top is free. Okay? So here's our card base. And it's going to go right like that, so it sits up like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put some liquid glue here. Not all the way to the edge. And then try to center that as well as I can. And push that down. Okay. Now it's ready to be our easel. Okay. For the sentiment, let's take a look at the sentiments in this set. Sending a garden of love. Hello, thinking of you. Good days ahead. Thanks for your thoughtfulness. If friends were flowers, I'd pick you. Really nice sentiments to go with this kit, to go with this stamp set. So for this one, I used hello on the outside. And did I do thinking of you? No, let's see. Oh, if friends were flowers, I'd pick you. And that's going to be on the inside. So I've already pre-cut. This is the, let me make sure I get it right this time. I said it wrong one week. Everyday details dies. And I cut this out in Berry Burst to match the card base. And this one in white, which is where I'm going to stamp hello. And I'm going to use black ink. Get my foam mat. And a practice sheet. Okay, hello. It's gonna go there when I'm ready. Perfect. Perfect. And then the other one, this utilizes the dies that are in the tulip dies. You get this sentiment die, and then you get 3 of the tulip details, and you get 1 set that does like inside or the whole leaf, and then you get 3 that do that trim on the outside, like these. That's how I did the pretty peacock leaf accent and the petunia pop accent there. So we're going to use this sentiment, and I've already pre-cut this, and we're going to put it on vertically. There we go. So let's go ahead and put that on our stamp block. Looks good. Okay. Clean that on my Stampin' chamois. And then I decided I wanted something to like make this pop. So I went into my Beautifully Celebrated dies. So this is a different bundle. So when you purchase the class, I'm going to include this already cut for you because I just love these dies. And I think it is the second smallest. Yes. So when you order the class, I will include this piece for this card. So now we just need to put those on the backing. Okay. I love tulips. I think they're so pretty. They come in so many pretty colors. You could, you know, really have fun with this set. You know, looking up tulips online and then making them the same colors. Really pretty. Okay, now we're going to glue on our hello sentiment. Okay. This is going to go on our card front. We just need to put on some dimensionals so that kind of stands up. Actually, I'm going to put the dimensionals here. because I don't want to put them on leaves. That'll work. Okay, just gonna put that right about there. And of course, we'll add some bling to that. But let's go ahead and look at the inside. So for the inside of the card, you need to have something that you can prop up the card with, and that's going to be this sentiment. So I'm going to use a piece of basic white that is 5 1/4 by 4. And I buy I cut a lot of these at a time, so they're nice and handy because I use that size all the time. So 5 1/4 by 4. And we're going to go ahead and stamp a couple tulips in the corner. So we're going to start with Granny Apple Green. My practice sheet back. Okay, so these are the stamps that we're going to need. We're going to need the leaves. We're going to need the outer tulip petals and then the center of the tulip. By the way, this is a really nice stamp for doing a border. This little thing of tulips, that's what I used in here. Isn't that cute? I think that's so pretty. Okay. I always test it with a stamp off, but I want it to be nice and bold, so I think I'm just going to go full force here. Okay. So there's one, and I'm just lining up the spot between with the corner. There we go. And then we're going to use the berry burst so everything coordinates. And I'm going to stamp off, I think, for the center piece so it's a little bit lighter. Stamp off. Now, you don't want them to touch. It's like a motif. It's not like a true flower. So you can see on the one card that I did with the blue and the orange, you see the tulip? It's like an icon. It's not like a natural flower. So you don't want these to touch. Okay. And then last, the outer flower. I'm going to use a bigger block for this because I need to be able to see. And this one, I'm going to do full strength. This down a little. Yes, full strength. Isn't that pretty? I love this color. Look at that. Doesn't that make such a nice picture for the inside of your card, and especially since you're going to be propping it up on its easel. Okay, so we're ready to put this inside the card. And for that, I'm gonna use my Stampin' Seal. open up our card just like a normal card. Whoa. And put our flowers at the bottom. Like so. And now we need to be able to prop this. So we're going to use this to prop it, but that means we have to put this up on dimensionals. Must, must, must. And it needs to have enough, you know, a little bit of strength there to hold the card up. And here are my dimensionals. See, it goes up and down. So I'm going to put a couple here and a couple here. That should be enough. Okay. Voila. That's so pretty with the tulips on the side. I love that with the corner tulips. All we need now is some bling. So I'm using the Sparkle Dot Essentials, which has Petunia Pop, which is a really close color to this. It's not an exact match, but I think it brightens it up a bit because it has the glittery gold iridescent flecks in it. It's so pretty. Now they are flat, so they are not the easiest thing to get off. It's even hard to slide it. There we go. So I usually slide it a little bit off the side. And we're gonna put one here, a large one, and then a medium one here. Nope, here. Medium there, and then we'll put a small one there. Right. I told you they are flat. Okay, right there. And it mails in a regular size card because it is 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then your recipient can prop that up like so. So I hope you enjoyed making this easel card. Grab some cardstock, make it along with me. And again, this is part of this week's card class, which features Sunshine and Tulips, the Sunshine and Tulips bundle, and includes the materials to make these 4 cards. I will provide the cardstock in DSP and any of the die cut that you can't cut with the bundle, but no stamped images. And while I have the supplies, I will send you all of the embellishments as well. The ribbon, the thread, and the dots. So thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.